Hello everyone, today I am showing you how to make soft, flaky Nigerian fish roll, the kind that stays juicy on the inside and crisp on the outside. Here is what we are making.
Get yourself. Don't go back to basics.
First, let's get the fish cooked. I'm using mackerel fish. It's nicer when you use a type of oily fish like sardine or mackerel. To spice my fish, I am adding curry, thyme, bouillon cube, salt, some onion and a little bit of water, then cover to cook. While that is cooking, let's make the dough and put it into the fridge. I am sieving this plain flour in case there is any sort of dirt or debris inside. Once you're done with that process, add your unsalted butter and a bit of salt. The actual ratio is going to be in the caption. In case you're using salted butter, you can skip the salt. Get your hands in there and mix together until you have a sand-like consistency. The initial mixing can be a bit of an arm workout if your butter is not soft enough. Then add your water bit by bit. This is because different types of butter, margarine has different amount of water in them, so add it in bit by bit while mixing to make sure that you're not going to add too much water at the end of the day. What you're going for is a shaggy dough. You're not going to mix this until it is smooth. That's why it's best to make sure that your flour, salt and the butter mixes together first before introducing water. And the kind of water I'm using here is very cold water. Once you get the shaggy dough, cover with cling film and put in the fridge and let it rest for at least 30 minutes. Go ahead and check your fish at this point. Cover and let it continue to cook if the broth is not thick yet. While that is still cooking, I am cutting all the vegetables I'm going to use. So I've decided to use yellow, green and red bell pepper. I am also using carrot and some onion. Pour the different vegetables into different places because they are going in for recooking at different points. Here is my already deboned fish. Once your pan is dry, add some garlic oil. I have a video on how to make your garlic oil. This is going to give your fish roll filling a more intense aroma. Pour the onion that you intend to use or the amount of onion you can tolerate into the pan. Let this cook until it starts to brown a bit at the edges. The cooking of the onion may take 3 to 5 minutes depending on how high the heat you're using is, but once it starts to brown at the edges, that's the point to add the carrot and let this cook for about 2 minutes depending on the quantity of your carrot. Mix. You can't afford to leave this on fire for such a long time, it's going to burn, so continue to mix this until it comes together just as you have it on the screen. Then go ahead and add the already deboned fish into your cooking mixture. Stir this in and let it cook for another 2 minutes before adding some of the bell pepper that you had chopped earlier. Let this cook until the water is dry. The reason is because if the water is not dry, it's going to make your dough really mushy when you are baking. So let this cook down until the water is dry. Once you have it looking like this, it means your filling is ready. Take this off the fire and let it cool completely before you start to roll. To prepare the stage for the rolling of your fish roll, the first thing to do is to whisk your egg. I'm using just one egg. Whisk until it combines and set aside. I have put my brush on it. You need something to roll and something to cut. Then sprinkle some flour on the surface, just so that your dough does not start to stick to the surface. Cut some of the dough you have and start to roll it. What you're going for is a square shape. Try to not make it too much so it's not hard to roll. You're going for a square shape, and you want your dough to also be light because you're rolling it over and over, so don't go for too much dough. Continue to lift the dough while you're rolling so it doesn't stick. Even though there's flour on the surface, you'd still need to lift the dough while you're rolling. Once you have your dough as light or as thick as you'd like it, then cut all the 4 edges to make sure you have it straight. And this is to give you a nice shape when you're rolling your fish roll together. After that, add in your already cooled filling along any edge of your choice. Then arrange it so it's not scattered and cover with the rest of the dough, then roll as you have it on the screen. While rolling, don't forget to tuck in the dough to make sure that your fish roll is not all over the place. Just as you're getting to the edge, the egg mixture that you had, add a little bit to the edge of your dough just as you have it on the screen and roll to the end. This will help with the sealing of your fish roll. Then get your knife and measure out the size you'd like and cut your fish roll accordingly. This is how you'd complete every single roll that you intend to do, whether it's 10, 20 or 100 rolls. Here are my already rolled fish rolls. I am serrating the top just to give it a little bit of design because it looks quite plain. Then after this, I am adding the egg wash. It's going to have this golden look once it's done baking. You can repeat this process 15 minutes into baking the fish roll again if you like it to be really dark brown. Go ahead and bake your fish roll, and here is the result. You have crispy, juicy fish roll. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.
Get yourself. Don't go back to basics. Boring, tasteless. Face it, it's just better to